Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. To so recently I've been playing a lot of this artifact site build, and I think that it's about time I quickly run through the combo for this, since there's a lot of people uh has been asking like how's the combo like for this. Is there a big difference from the previous one that I did, which is about multi negation with Savage Borload and or Ice Vortex. So uh yeah, so here it is, just me running through the deck build and just roughly showing how the combo is like. I'll just draw a few sample hands, and then we will just go ahead and see how it works. So before we go through the combo, here's the deck list. So I'll be pasting the deck list in the Twitch description below as well. So for those who are watching YouTube, I mean, you can take a look here. Yeah. uh, and yeah, so let's quickly run through. The build is roughly the same. The only main difference for the main deck is you need your artifact site, of course, to run this combo, and usually just one. But then if actually you want to go ahead and run some other artifacts cards like Lancia or more attack, or I didn't know it's called more attack, I thought it's called more. Yeah, I think these are like additional stuff that you can really consider to play. Yeah. And then for the extra deck, mainly is really just another artifact card here. Yeah, so this is one of the main cards together with your artifact side. And if you previously don't run Wonder Magician, then you will need to run Wonder Magician in this deck. Yeah, because how it works is roughly you will need to end your board with a Needle Fiber here, and then with a set artifact. And then during the opponent's turn, you'll use his effect to summon Wonder Magician to pop your artifact side to trigger his effect. Yeah. So the deck build is roughly straightforward, and to be honest, this build has a rather more simple combo, but a heavier lock. Yeah. And it can take a few hand traps negation, and overall it's still pretty good. So yeah, so mainly that's the deck, and let me just run a few combos through the solo mode, and I'll share a bit on how what's my thinking process when I try to combo it out. Yeah, so let's give it a try. Let me change my deck. Yeah, so I'm actually experimenting a few decks, so this is one that I'll be showing today. Yeah, just for the benefit again, this is the deck, so if you need to screenshot it, feel free to screenshot before I start showing. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Not exactly sure how's the success rate like to set up the artifact combo, but generally if you have around like 4 cards in hand, it's as good as the whole combo. So yeah, with this, the problem with this hand is I do not have any low skill, so I'll need to somehow like force it out of here. So I'll usually set Black Fang, one of the more useless high skill, and I need to find my low skill, which is the Performance Sorcerer here. Yeah. Oh, actually I did a mistake. I should not have scaled this. I should have scaled this instead, because this is level 2, and if I set this as skill, I can't pen summon this. So actually it's pretty bad now. Let's see if I can still do the combo, since I can only pen summon one. So let's see, if I pen summon this effect, I will summon out another card. Yeah, so I wonder if with these 2 cards, can I still set through the combo? I think I should still be able to do it. Generally I will still go with my Electromite first. Yep, and I'm betting on the one draw that I have, and let's see what do I get. Similarly, I will still throw Astrograph Sorcerer in, since I really just need, but now I'm missing a tuner, so the tuner is a problem here. I'll activate, destroy one of my skill, and then add back my Astrograph. Yeah, so draw 1 and Astrograph should come out. I'll still need to try to come out at least 1 tuner. Yeah, I think I should be able to still pull off the combo. So let's take a look. Yeah, so I'll add back 1 Black Fang, and then let's see what do I draw. The very least I can still normal summon this. Yeah, okay, that draw doesn't really make much difference, but let's see. I'll most probably normal summon this card here, and then I'll tune with I'll link to my party 3 bucks first. Because this card itself gives one more card. So yeah, regardless, I'll still be able to come up with my artifact cards lah. So I'll just need to end off with artifact downgar. Yep. And that's it. That's your combo. So there's a few ways. One, you can either the effect for this is you need to activate a card effect for it to set the site. So I can actually activate this now. Yeah, actually I should, since I got a trap. I'll mostly set the trap. Activate this, and on activation I will be able to chain this to set my site. Yeah, so I'll set my site here. Yeah, so that's it. Normally I'll be able to do a bit more, but due to the fact of the error at the start, right, I won't be able to continue much. So how this works is I'll just during the opponent's turn, usually you'll check like to take note of like what kind of decks the opponent play. But if let's say he's playing like extra deck summon card, I will just activate his effect. Yep, then I'll summon out the Wonder Mag during his turn, and then I'll pop my own side. I'll destroy one card, I'll destroy my own side, and then yep, I'll hop and it will come back. So once it's back, then your opponent will not be able to special summon cards from their extra deck. Yeah. So this is only useful if the opponent is playing a deck that requires a lot on the extra deck, which actually in this case is not really, since this Elemental Saber don't really depend much on the extra deck. Yeah, but I'm just trying to show how this works. Yeah. So mainly that's how this combo works. Yeah. Let me just pop a few cards here. Oh, I can't target his. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Do I have anything? Oh, I have a Tune Magician. So yeah. So basically that's one example of the combo. Okay, I guess I'll just finish the game since I need my dailies as well. Yeah. So in this, I'll just end off with a Celine first. Yeah. So I can get out my whole deck. I'm not sure if I can. Yeah. Oh, I have. Okay. Yeah. Then I won't do anything yet. Can summon everything. Nah, I just want to end the game, so just give me a minute. Yeah. Then just to finish him off, let me just do this. Actually, I'll do that as well. Is it? Can he be targeted? Yeah, I think without a few spell I should be able to target him. Yeah, I'll do this. And since I have a lot of link monster there, I can do an access code here. Yeah, just give me a minute while I finish this. So I'll share a few more combos on this starting hand, and we'll see how consistent this deck is. It feels really consistent to me. Yeah. Yeah, actually I do not need to use access code if I can just use the trap, so I'll feel a bit wasted with this. Alright. Yeah, I just need to clear my solo mode, so that's why I'm doing all this. Okay, yeah, let's try again. I'm pretty sure the bot can be a bit better from that. Like, yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see again the side build. How good is this? Yeah. Oh, this is a pretty good hand. Should be able to do quite a big board with this. So yeah, usually if I know I have Wisdom Eye here, my Duelist Alliance will usually search for the spell Pendulum Graph. so I can actually add more cards to my hand. Yeah, so I'll pop the Wisdom Eye. I'll still get double Iris because I want. Well, actually, I do not need double Iris. Yeah. Then Pendulum Graph, I will usually get the Harmonizing just for that one additional card. Okay, then I'll pen some. With these 3 monsters, I should be able to do quite a huge board. Let's try it out. Okay, chain 1. To me, the summoning is more important now, so I'll chain 1 that and use my pens also to chain block it just in case they have any any air blossom. Okay, yeah, okay, let's go with this too. I usually go with this too because I want to get Oath Dragon back. Yeah. Then Harmonizing I'll always summon Celestial because it's one of the more useless one. No trigger because it's nothing. Okay, as usual, go for my Electromite first. Yeah, and this will throw Astrograph in. Normal summon this. I'll add 1 more Wisdom Eye. Yeah, actually more or less I should be able to get the full board. Yeah, it's just what's the end board like. I think I should be able to do an Apollousa from here. Yeah, and then effect to destroy 1. I get my Astrograph. The problem is I only have 1 tuner now. Am I able to pop this? No, not really. Yeah, so I don't have much choice. So let's go with Crystron here. Crystron effect. I'll summon Tuning Magician, since it can. I'll be able to bring it back if I need it to, and then I'll do a Scythe now. Yep. Then I'll activate this to trigger Scythe effect. I mean artifacts effect. So I get to set 1 Scythe from my deck. Yeah. So actually the combo has already finished here since I just need Needle Fiber and then 1 Scythe. Yeah. Hello, Sam Blader. Yep. So my combo is already done, but actually now I can see what else I can do to make Apollousa. So I got 1. This is useless, and this is useless. So actually I can activate this guy's effect to come back, and then I can make a damn huge a maximum Apollousa. Yeah. 1 material here, 1 material, 1 and 1. Yep. Yeah, so usually this is one of the better boards. I think there's ways to make it better, but this is just one of ways that I do. There's some people use like Vortex Dragon for this as well, but this is one of the more simpler build. Yeah. So similarly, yeah, not that I'm just playing with an AI, but just to show how it usually works. So upon, let's say when an opponent activates something and realize, oh, he uses extra deck, then similarly I'll pop this. And just to take note, Needle Fiber actually goes to the banish zone, not the graveyard. Yeah, I have a few opponents who actually call by the grave my Needle Fiber here, but then they actually realize it doesn't go into the graveyard. Yeah. So Wonder Magician out will pop your Scythe effect will come back. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So now you cannot summon anything from the extra deck. Yeah. It will be a lot better once we have that level 10 Baron. Yeah, so I can synchro summon to Baron from here. So next. Yeah. So actually that's mainly it. Let me just finish the game first. Let's see. I'll take back something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's roughly the game. Yeah. Let me just finish it since I needed to clear some solo mode as well. Use this. Send. Okay, normal summon. Yes, Savage is still very useful in this deck. Oh. Yeah. Mainly that's it. Yeah, I'll run through the combo again for those who just joined. I'll just do it 5 times like how my usual stream does. Let me just do this finish this game as first. I needed to clear my dailies. Yeah. Yeah, so for those who just joined, I'm just mainly trying to show how a usual side combo works. Yeah, so let's try that again. Yeah. There's a lot of variant for this deck, so if you want to take a look at how this deck really works, you can actually check out my YouTube channel, and if you all don't mind, you can help subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. So, okay, usually when I see this card, right, it means that I cannot set a skill that is skill 2, which is my own dragon. I'll try to avoid setting that as my skill. So, for this, I'll add double. Since I already have Wisdom Eye here, I'll add maybe double Iris so I can get a trap. Yeah. So I'll set the double Iris. And since I got Wisdom Eye, I'll add the Pendulum Graph like I mentioned just now. This. So when every time something leaves the field, I can actually trigger and find more cards. Yep. So set this and scale this. And since I need a scale 1, I have only one choice, which is to set my Purple Poison, or actually the Stargazer, but I'll set Purple Poison just to show you guys why later. The space, I'll of course search for my Harmonizing just for that one additional summon. Then after everything is done, I'll pen summon my whole hand out. This should be able to give me quite a good feel as well. Let me see. Since now I got 2 tuning, I should be able to make a bit better board from here. I think we usually summon out my Celestia, because Celestia is one of the more useless card in the deck. Use these 2 out. Summon my Electromite. Yeah. So your Emboy is really just like 4 monsters. I actually already completed the board since I already got more than 4 monsters here. But this is now me just trying to make the board a bit bigger. So I activate this effect. I'll bomb this Purple Poison and add back Astrograph first. Yeah, why do I do that? So that my Astro can actually search for this Purple Poison, and I'll then use Purple Poison to bomb my double Iris. Yeah, it sounds like a waste of resource, but this is one way that so that I can special summon my Astrograph and having something to search. Yep, Astrograph will come out. And then I'll add back the Purple Poison. Yeah, then bomb the double Iris, and then I draw 1 card. Oh, that's a very good card. And then I'll add this trap. Okay. Then next, I'll summon my Crystron first. Crystron will bring out your Tuning Magician. Actually, I might be able to make something bigger. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. I can make a Savage first. So now my objective is just to... Oh wait, actually I shouldn't make Savage because I do not have space for my trap. Okay, let me see what should I do now? I don't. Yeah, I think I might. Okay, let's see. Okay, maybe I make my star time first. Okay. My star time, I'll add back something. Have I normal summon? I have normal summon. So maybe I just add back something. Yeah. Okay, so mainly now I just need to make a artifact. So actually I just need one. This card itself can special summon something. Yeah, this card out. Yeah, so I'll special summon onto the field so that I can link it to artifact. Yeah. So although this build does not have Apollosa, actually I can still make Apollo 1, 2. Yeah, I can't make Apollosa with this build, but it's still a pretty good board. Okay. Artifact, our set. Yeah, the bad thing about having Borolo is you won't have space to set side, so I need to set here. Yeah. I choose to set side there because it will actually automatically explode later, so regardless I'll still free up this space. So let's see. Yeah. So this in replace of Apollosa, I do a Savage Borolo instead, which I think is not that great of an idea. Yeah. Because I actually take up like a bit more space than this. Yeah. You usually won't want like a non-skill card to be on one of your Pendulum skill. So actually doesn't really matter. I'll negate this. Yeah, this is my third daily, so I just need to finish this daily. I'll do this 2 more times to see how artifact combo is like for this deck. Yeah. I don't usually support this play, but this is getting pretty. I think it's not bad. I just changed my shape. Oh. Okay. Let's pop this to pop this. And I'll negate that. And send this to the graveyard. Okay, I don't need to do anything. Do I set a counter? Oh no, I don't. Oh. Yeah. Let me just finish my. Let me just finish this. Negate this by sending something. Don't want to send. I didn't even see if I got 8,000. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, so do feel free to let me know if there's any questions. I'll do this combo 2 more times. Okay, let's try that again. For those, okay, maybe I just run through the build again. So like the title mentioned, I'm doing the artifact side build for this. Yeah, I've been playing the multi-negation build, which is in my previous video, but I find that this build is also pretty interesting, and I would say the combo is a lot easier, a lot more straightforward. Mainly is you just need 4 monsters on the field. Any additional is just a bonus to making a Apollosa. Yeah. And this build is actually pretty weak going second, but nonetheless it's still very strong going first build. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah, this hand is pretty good. Okay, similarly, once you have Wisdom Eye, you should activate this to add a Pendulum Graph to your hand. Like this. Yep. Activate this. Since I got 2 Wisdom Eye, I'll actually pop one of that first. Normally if you have 2 Wisdom Eye, one of them should be a Oath Dragon, since that you can get it back, not to waste the effect. And since I got Chronograph, I'll be able to do a Pen Summon. I'll be able to Electromite before Pen Summon, which is very, very useful. And then I'll summon this two. And as usual, I need my tuner, so I'll get my harmonizing out. So now after that is done, I'll do my electromite. Although electromite is not like 100% needed, it does actually helps you add more cards to your hand. Usually I'll try to get electromite out before I pop my wisdom mite if possible, so I can manually pop it without having it to read out on its effect. Yeah, so now I get to draw one for free. Yeah. And I will be able to pop this now. Attack Astrogar. And I still have a normal summon, which is pretty good. Yep, and Astrogar should come up, and then I will be able to add back my last piece of Wisdom Eye to my hand. Okay, this card will add back my last piece of Wisdom Eye. My double eye also get my trap back. Yep, and mainly that's it. I should scale this as well. And just in case, I'll take back one card first. I'll take back another Wisdom Eye. Yep. Okay, now I'll be able to do a full board with this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So with this is definitely get the artifact side combo out. Yes. Okay. So first thing is I'll get. Oh, I can't get neither fiber out first. Oh, actually I can. I just need to use my electromite. Okay. Okay, one setting is this guy is in my hand. Actually, since I haven't normal summon, yeah, I have not. Let's should be able to do this. Let's test out. Should we do a star time first? The star time will get chronograph back to my hand. I can normal summon this, and then I'll do my artifact here. I can actually do a savage as well, but I don't think I should do because I don't have space here. So I need to activate something to trigger my artifact here. Yeah, so I can set it here. Yeah, the problem is it takes up one space. Do I have any? I think I already have, so I should. I can actually, do I need this? No, I don't. I can just trigger this guy's effect to come back. Actually, this tuning magician effect will trigger artifact as well. So with this I can do a Apollosa here. 4 material Apollosa. Yeah. So actually the build for this is mainly how many material Apollosa will you have at this point. So with this you just need your needle fiber and then your side here, and then that's it. Yep. Yeah, pretty straightforward build, right? If you are too lazy to think a bit more, you just need to make sure you have 4 monsters, 1 needle fiber and 1 artifact. That's all. Yep. So that's it. I don't need to finish this, but you roughly get the combo. Yeah, so assuming he has something that can summon from the extra deck, you'll use your needle fiber's ability to jump away. Actually it would be better if this Apollosa is on the main extra monsters though, so you can Pendulum and summon a few more. Yeah, that's something to take note, but I think sometimes you don't really have a choice. Yeah. So Wonder Mag should pop your side. And then your side should be coming back with the effect to prevent extra deck summon. Yeah, so that's roughly it. So I'll do it one last time. Okay, last time for this video. If there's any other combo, for example FTK or what, do let me know. I'll try my best to explain as well. Oh, this hand might be a bit bad. Okay. To populate the extra deck, I'll actually want to use this luster effect. Actually, luster with Pen Sorcerer isn't that bad since I can actually pop it. Yeah. So I'll add this back, and since there's already one in the extra deck, I can actually summon out. So since I got 2 Ash Blossom, I can actually summon on out. The other, I'll keep it just in case the person has Max C. Yeah, and it satisfies my condition, which to have 1 tuner on the board. Yeah, and this I will destroy both. Yeah. So mainly what you need is really 1 tuner on the field. Yeah, and it should more or less give you your full board. Yeah. Okay, if let's say I'm going to do something simple, this board itself I can already do the whole artifact combo. How does it work? So usually you get out your Needle Fiber first, because mainly you just need 2 monster and a tuner. So this is the most simple way of doing it. You just link to your Needle Fiber first. And since Needle Fiber gives you one monster. So for example, if I summon this, yeah, so you will be back to 2 monster game, which will give you your artifact here. Yeah. This is assuming you do not want to do any other combo. This is more straightforward. Any other additional card will give you additional negation. Yeah, so this is the most simple one. So let's see how it works. Even with these two, even without a side set yet, you can still do the combo. So how it works is, every time your opponent activates something, you can already actually use your artifact to actually set your side. Yeah. So you can actually chain 1, set your side, and chain 2 you just pop it. Yeah. Because the pop it happens actually in the next chain, so it will work. So I'll get my Wonder Munition out, and then your side will set the side here. Your artifact will set the side here, and then this will pop your side. Yeah. This is the most straightforward way to coming out of this combo, and it should lock up any deck that requires extra deck. Yeah. Okay, since this is okay, I'll do again. Okay, one last time. If assuming I'm going for the most simple one, any additional will be additional negation. Okay, let's see. Mainly it's only a tuner. Okay, so now I do not have a tuner, but as long as you have Pen Sorcerer, is as good as having a tuner. Yeah. How does it work? I'll use my Duelist Alliance here to actually add my Pen Luster, which is similar to what the few just now. So by doing this, you actually already have a tuner. So why do I say so? Let's just let me show you how it works. As long as you manage to activate this guy's effect, right, it's actually as good as having a tuner. So let's take a look. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'll activate this guy's effect to destroy both my scale. And then I just need to make sure I add this Odd Eye Synchron to my hand, because his Pendulum effect, I can actually target one EM monster and make it into a tuner. So this is how you get your tuner, by forcing it out. Okay. So assuming we are not doing anything extra, so you scale this, so you make that into a tuner. Yeah, normally you can make itself, or if you have other performer power card, you can actually make them into tuner as well. Yeah, so let's say we do this. Okay, so similarly as what happened just now, you get your Needle Fiber out, summon anything. Usually I go for Tuning Magician, and then I'll get my Dalga out. Yeah, this is assuming if you have a really bad hand, then you just end with this board, which isn't that bad actually. I can do more, but I'm just showing that this is one of the simplest ways to do it. And assuming you want to, okay, let's assume that he doesn't haven't activate anything. I can actually trigger the artifact card myself, so I can actually just activate my needle fiber effect, and then I can chain my side effect. You can chain its effect up on top of the Harley Freebucks effect. Yeah, so it will set it straight away, and then your Harley Freebucks will be able to summon Wonder Magician to pop it. So you actually do not have to wait for any trigger to happen to set your own side. You can actually trigger yourself. Yeah. So now I can already destroy the side, and then the side will come back. Yeah, this is the most simple way to do this combo. Yeah. Yeah, so that's roughly it. And hope whoever is watching the replays will learn something different from here. And yeah, this side combo is pretty I'll say it's pretty good. Having that extra deck lock is actually very scary for a lot of decks. Let's not talk about Drytron, Elliche. Yeah, those don't use extra deck. This deck might not be that this combo might not be that useful for them. But if let's say I realize that they are not a deck that uses extra deck, I'll actually summon Shooting Riser first, and then try to synchro into my Savage, Borreload Savage, then to at least have one negation. Yeah, so you don't usually straight away pop your artifacts. Like, you depend on the situation, you might actually make a Savage Borreload instead of coming out with your Wonder Magician. Yeah, so there's a few ways to do it, but just need to make sure you have another Pendulum Magician cards on the field so that you can make your Savage Borreload. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully this video has been useful. If you need such video for the FTK version or for other sorts of combo that you see in my deck in my list, feel free to comment in the section below. I will take a look, and if there's request for it, I'll try to make a video and explain about it. Yeah, and if not, that's all. If you're watching from Twitch, do take a look at my YouTube channel and subscribe to it. I'll really appreciate that, and hope that the info there will be useful for any Pendulum Magician player. Yeah, so that's all for today. I hope this video will be useful.